Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Frazetta Girls Icon Collectibles John Carter of Mars 1/12 scale action figure. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collecting.
And if you like my content, please consider subscribing.
For more than 2 years now, Articulated Empire has become your trusted online retailer. They carry all the latest lines like Mythic Legion, Savage Crucible, Marvel Legends, NECA, and much, much more. They ship your items quickly and securely. You'll be quite happy how Steve and his team follow through with their care and attention. Articulated Empire also offers free shipping over $75 and no tax except for Illinois residents. So head over to articulatedempire.com today and build your empire. The package features some pretty nice photography from Trevor Williams, both on the sides and on the inside flap, along with a little write-up. And there's a window box where you can see most of the items. There's a separate write-up on the back and a little display of everything you see there. So, without further ado, let's get this box opened up and take a closer look. Okay, taking a closer look at all of the accessories that you get here, let's start off with Woola, because it's probably the largest and most impressive of all the accessories. I love the color work on here. There is so many variations of green and lime green, light yellowish green. Here on the back, it is beautifully sculpted. This is a very hefty piece, but it is not very articulated. You basically get head rotation, and that's it. I think it would have been really cool if they could have done a swap out head with like an articulated jaw. That would have been really nice. But other than that, as you can see, each one of the legs are, sort of glued on. They are separate pieces. You can tell. Yeah, even the tail doesn't move, but it's just beautifully sculpted. Even the bottoms of the feet have a nice wash and paint on them, which is really cool. This is very reminiscent of the Panther, the Black Panther that came with the Black Panther that the female came with. Man, why can't I think of her name? I'm blanking on that. He does come with a really cool, very like sci-fi kind of piratey style sword and scabbard. Lots of wash and paint on here. It just looks incredible. My brain keeps saying her name is Teela. Her name is not Teela. It's not Teela. That's from He-Man. Come on, brain. Get it together. But yeah, this looks really, really cool. I dig the way this looks. I'm trying to figure out this hook right here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we've seen this style before. The blade, of course, absolutely comes out. You have this nice little sci-fi paint job right here. Looking really cool. This swashbuckling sword. I'm loving it. I'm here for it. It looks great. He also comes with a very, adequately sci-fi revolver, very sci-fi version of like an old Wild West revolver, looking really nice there. He does come with 2 swap out boot. I don't know what you would call this, the top of the boot. These are very sci-fi looking as opposed to the more swashbuckling like pirate style or barbarian style boots. So I like this nice little touch. So you can make your John Carter your own. You can make it whichever one you want. He does come with a really cool helmet, very sci-fi, bright colors, nice wash on this, looks really cool. Has a little bit of a hairpiece, so what you would do is all the heads have interchangeable hair. You can add this helmet instead of hair if you'd like. He does come with a harness on him, but if you'd like a different style of harness, again, it's all about making your own version of John Carter from Mars. When it comes to hands, he does come with 4 sets of symmetrical hands. So we have the splayed open gesturing hands. We have the more relaxed at rest hands. We do have 2 weapon holding hands. Both are on vertical hinges, which is always nice and appreciated. 2 punchies, and then we do get 1 additional hand on a right hand for the trigger finger for the pistol. We just get one of those. The only accessory that he doesn't come with that I wish he did, that the last two figures I got came with, is the oval base. We started receiving these oval bases from Frazetta Girls and Icon Collectibles. So why he didn't come. Now, we've gotten two of these before. We've gotten one with Conan, and I'm trying to remember. We also got a clear one because I ended up having two, and it's hard to tell. It's hard for me to remember which figures that it actually came with. But there's an overview of the accessories. I do wish he came with the stand, but hey, we get what we get. Now, I wanted to take a look at the heads and just dedicate some time to them. So this is the head that you get on the figure in the package. It's a very classic sort of He-Man style look to the face. It looks really cool. Like, it's got some nice hair hanging down in his face, beautifully painted. The eyes are great. And of course, this hairpiece is removable. Now, it is a lot easier to do this on the figure when the head is on the figure itself. Hey, Professor X, check that out. It's a little harder to do when loose like this. Here is the more rugged, more classic, a little bit older. This looks like a little younger head, and this looks like a little older head. He's got some teeth bared there. He just looks a little more rugged here. Maybe it's just the hair, but we do get this kind of bushy mop top of hair. Of course, that is also removable, and then you get this other sort of like, I don't know, 50s style coif haircut. So let's check them out on each one of the heads. There it is on like the younger style head, which looks really nice. I kind of dig that look. It's like an old pulp hero kind of look to the guy there. Again, this is a little more difficult to do when the heads are not anchored. And let's see here. Oh, here is the more bushy style hair on the younger head, and I really like that. I think that's pretty tough. That might be the way this goes on my shelf. And then of course you have the helmet, which fits on like that, which is also really cool. I'm digging it. But let's try the one that came on the figure in the package. That hair, let's try that on the older head. Man, I don't know. That looks really good too. That looks pretty tough. We saw that one, and then this is the more 50s style hair. I'm sorry. That looks good too, man. There's going to be so many options. I can't wait to see what you guys think is like your favorite. And then there's that helmet again. And it's a nice little touch. They added hair, but honestly, you can't even really see it. So nice touch, nice little attention to detail for something that most people won't even see. Alrighty, here is a look at John Carter himself, straight out of the package. This is exactly how he comes in the package, except for he has the larger splayed out hands instead of the relaxed ones. I just put those back on him. But this is how he comes, this head, this hair, this harness combo, which we didn't see. A lot of loose little pieces on here, like the holster is an extra piece, the belt, this style of harness or chest armor, looking really nice. Lots of beautiful sculpt and paint work on the legs. You can see the Buccaneer style pirate barbarian boot cuffs that are on him currently. And nice detail. I mean, look at here. We have it almost looks, I'm sure this is some sort of like sci-fi design, but it looks like little bullets right there. It can't be bullets. It wouldn't be functional, but I like that. I like that little design element. That looks really cool. The holster here, I wonder how that, let's see how that works with dropping the holster. It looks adequately wide enough, and it fits down in there really nicely. We do have a little loop right here and right here for the little chain. The way this works is this S hook is on here like this, and you have this little hook here, and I'm sure you can just hook it right on there. I don't want to do it because I don't want to put it on right now because we're about to take this guy off and put him through the articulation poses. But yeah, just wanted to show you what this looks like. It looks really cool. So yeah, let's get him off the base, get this out of the way, and move in here for a little bit of detail. You can see some of that nice spray paintwork on the chest there. Looks really cool. Nice vein work in the sculpt. Some more of that nice paint work on here that really looks leather, and then this looks gold. I love this logo. That's really dope. And then it hits you with the light pink lavender shorts, which I think is a nice color combo there. And then you can see here, same kind of double construction on the joints. Actually, no, this actually looks like the joints are a little different. This looks like this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 piece construction, whereas this looks like it could be very much like a, well, this is also a 4-piece construction, but it's done a little differently. So maybe they've upped their articulation system a little bit here, but yeah, there you have a closer look at the figure. Now let's go through the articulation. Okay, yeah, just in case this is your first time seeing or, seeing a review of these figures. Head can look up that far, down that far. It's on a nice ball peg, so you're going to get tons of rotation. The arms, there is no butterfly joint, but they do this really cool ball and cuff system here where the arm can really kind of like rotate around, which is really cool and really nice. I like that. Arms can go out and hit that T-pose, almost hit that full T-pose, no problem. We can go all the way around. There's going to be no upper bicep cut because of that right there that we just went over. We do have a single joint at the elbow, and it's going to get you past 90, which is nice. It also, because of that joint, has a swivel right there. This is more of that NECA style elbow that they're used to doing. You have a hinge and swivel. Depending on which hands you have, they're going to hinge in different ways. You have a diaphragm cut and a waist cut, so you get rotation at the waist. It's a ball joint down in there, so you can see how it fits. This actually is not connected to the belt, so you don't have to worry about rotating too far and snapping it off. It just kind of tucks down in there. You have a ball joint here, so you can work all of that together, get tons of movement here. You can crunch forward that far, crunch back that far. You just kind of got to be careful of, this popping out. This is spun all the way around. Let's get that tucked in there. It looks like it does have a tab to where it could tab into the belt piece, but man, I'll be doggone if I'm gonna try to. Tigra, her name is Tigra. Jeez, my brain filed that really too close to Tila for my memory to pull it. No drop down hips, kind of got to work it, get it a little loose. A hot bath is always required, I think, for these guys, because you definitely want to be careful with the shoulders. We've had some shoulder issues in the past. We have that same kind of cuff system that we have up there for the arm. We have that for the thigh, so you're going to get some of that. You're not going to have a thigh cut because they don't want to break up the musculature. This is Frazetta. That's what they're known for. You've got that triangular diaper design thing here going on, so you're going to kick out to the side like that. There we go. We just want to be careful with that leg. What's going on here? You know what? It's this. It's his... That's the problem. His little butt cuff has come out. Is that a shame? Butt cuff? All right. That's the problem. Is that this thing right here has come out of the shorts. I have never in my life had a butt cuff come out like that and muck up articulation. It can only go out about that far. The legs are not the most mobile. Okay, is what I'm trying to say. And it can only go back, just a hair, not a whole lot. You're getting more movement this way than anything else. We do have double jointed knees, which is really nice. I feel like they could have somehow collapsed this joint a little tighter. I don't remember. Is it like that on Conan? No, see, it's not nearly as bad on Conan. You're not having as nearly as the exposed joint. Maybe they're doing this for increased range. I don't even think this is increased range. It's not as far as Conan, so I'm not sure. It does look a little different. We talked about that on the back. And then when you do have hinge and swivel and rotation down here, let's see how easy it is to change the cuff out. Where am I trying to remove from? The foot. You know what? I'm going to heat this up before I do that. I do not want to break this figure. While I swap these out, I'm also going to swap out his chest harness, and we're going to give this guy a completely different look. Okay, I had to heat these up a little bit, but I did want to show you guys what it looks like underneath here. So there is no, if you wanted to give him bare feet, you can't really do that. They've painted the ankles. I think this is in response to feedback that people were saying that sometimes if you don't paint the ankles, then if you move the feet in a certain way, or if the cuff rides up, then you can see some skin color between the boot and the foot. And I understand that. I get it. It makes sense. Now, I do have a little paint rub right there, but he's always going to have boots on. So that's not a big thing for me. This says right. So we're going to put this. It's hard to see, but there is a little R down in there. I'm not even going to try to bother. It's so hard to see. So let's push this on right there. And let's see. Hopefully I'm not going to have to heat these up for them. Yeah, I think I am just going to leave these boots on. I like these. I think they look really cool. Yeah, that has an L down in there. So we're just going to be leaving these on. And I'm not going to have to fool with this again, heating them up because I like the way this looks. And there you have it. There's his new, more sci-fi style boots. I really like that. Now, as far as this goes here, let's see, probably what is the best way, since he's so easy to come apart at the waist, let's do that. And then, yeah, there's really no part where it comes unattached. Like it doesn't, like there's no plug like Masters of the Universe is. So let's do this. It's a little sticky. I'm still on the fence with the hair. I don't know what I'm going to do there. But yeah, let's slip this on, see if it's easier. I do like the gold. I think that's nice. I don't know. I like this. We may leave this. I like how there's no connection underneath here. You see more of the body, more of the musculature. I think that's pretty cool. So let's give it a shot. And, oh, you know what? I think I left an accessory out, guys. He comes with this one bracer, and I believe on the package, out of the package, it was on this arm. When I took his hands off, I removed it and forgot to put it back. So, sorry, guys. I was just sitting here thinking, man, he really needs some bracers. He has them. He has one for that asymmetrical design. And then there you have it. So you guys tell me, you've seen both looks now, both harnesses, both types of boots. Which one do you like best? I really like this one. I think this is the one we're going to go with on my shelf. Also, this was really hard to get off, and I'm afraid I'm going to tear it. But this does look pretty dope. But you guys let me know in the comments down below which way you prefer. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you guys is, I immediately thought, okay, they had to have reused some parts here, but they did not. Overall, John Carter is considerably thinner than Conan. So the chest is different. The lower abdomen piece is different. The arms are different. The lower arms are different. You can see there with the striation how it's different. Maybe it's easier to see here. The lower arms are different. His look longer, and they're also more sinewy and a lot thinner. The legs, even the upper thighs are different. You can tell by the vein work, the sculpture of the vein work. The veins are in different places. Nothing is reused here. The lower legs, not even the knees. It's a completely different shape. So they didn't skimp out. Like, not even the feet are different. I mean, even the feet are different. Like, it's a complete different head to toe sculpt. That is unnecessary, but beautiful, and it makes their figures different. Now, is there reuse between this and Dark Wolf? I don't know. Maybe. Let's do a comparison and find out. So I also have the Northman and Necron, but of course Necron's very tall and thin and lithe, and the Northman is it Northman or Norseman? The Norseman is really big and bulky, but the arms do look different. I'm not seeing any reuse, and no, the vein work is different. Man, I can't believe that every time they make a figure, they're redoing. Yeah. Gosh, that's wild. It's completely new base body parts, man. That's just insane. No reuse. What a company. Boy, I gotta tell you, there's only a couple of things that I would say that just keep this back just a hair from being an almost perfect figure, and really it's not even that major of a complaint. I wish that the hands were a little more pliable, that weapon holding hands. I wish they were a little softer durometer of plastic so that it's a little easier to get the sword into the hands, because I do kind of feel like I'm either stressing the fingers or I'm going to break the sword. Other than that, the little problem I have with the butt cuff, not a big deal. The brown ankle's not a big deal. A little tighter joint on the knee, so much of it is not exposed. But honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to pose the figure with his knee all the way back to where we're going to see it. It's just kind of unsightly while you're posing it. When you get it on a dynamic pose on your shelf, I don't think you're going to see it, so that's not that big of a deal. Man, I absolutely love this figure. It is a solid release, and we know that more figures from this wave are coming. We're getting at least one female figure from this wave. It was already teased when Eamon did his video of like the unboxing of like the prototype of this. We saw her off to the left on the screen, so we know we're getting one more, like maybe the Princess of Mars. Maybe that's who we're going to be getting. But yeah, this figure is great. I love the Woolah that he comes with, and boy, my shelf is now ready to take on the Kingdom of Barsoom. So you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this Frazetta Girls Icon Collectibles John Carter of Mars figure release? I am absolutely loving it. They are one of my favorite, most dynamic companies out there on the market right now, making some of the best figures out there. They just look like little tiny sculptures, and I think that that's what they're going for. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this video. Please hit us up on Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector, Mark, and I'll see you in the toy aisles.